Calamity in turn 4. You see it unfolding as Ricky Rudd and Boris Said and the number 4 of Mike Wallace have crashed. I think Wallace got the worst of it. His Lucas Oil car is already
how bad it is.
They won it with Cale Yarborough, Tiny Lund. They won't win it today. Right side of your screen.
I think I saw a tire. It looked like a rubber came off of the left rear of Ricky Rudd's car, maybe, or somebody's car. I can't tell for sure which one.
Looks like he definitely got in trouble. Looks like he almost corrected it, Darrell, and then it shot back up the racetrack, right in the middle of the racetrack, and that's where everyone else got involved.
I think, Larry, I glimpsed the casing of the tire coming off. You see down at the bottom down there. There it goes. See it rolling off into the off onto the apron.
I talked to Goodyear's Billy Hodges this morning, and he said the tire problems of last week were all taken care of. They were confident of a good day.
Well, now, after a restart, a few laps, you always drop the air pressure a little bit.
Good job, baby.
Great call there, guys. You drop the air pressure.
Fooled you in that one, didn't you, Bubba? Check it up. Yeah, buddy. I bet you stay to the bottom. Come on, come on. Good job, Herman. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Come on, yeah. Watch the grass. Watch him.
4 wide, and we've got a problem. John Andretti's 14 and the 11 of Jason Leffler. Bring the caution flag out. Scoring stops immediately. And we're under caution again with 32 laps to go. Darrell, that happened just in front of those 2 cars where they got 4 wide.
Well, as you heard Michael say, he knows, we all know now it's showtime. And Jeff Gordon is doing all he can.
Come on down.
Jeff Gordon's doing
Here.
14 just shoves up, comes right down in front of Leffler. 14 got into Travis Quaffle in the 77, come down. Leffler in the 11 car had nowhere to go.
Let's see it from our Quaker State aerial coverage.
You see the 14, he just wobbled a little bit. He got a little push loose, got into Travis Quaffle.
And that right there is the reason our voice goes up an octave when they're 3 and 4 wide, because this is at 190 miles per hour.
And this also, Larry, as you know, takes the fuel. This makes everybody safe on fuel, I think, with these few caution laps. If there was any question about it, I think this will put everybody into their window.
Leffler's car is probably done for the day. Let's ride with him here.
That was a hard hit.
Right in the door.
They turned one right dead in front of him. Jason just pulled her to the bottom, pulled her to the bottom. All clear all around. Take it to pit road. Hill 3.
That's the worst. As a driver,
We just got hit, guys. Come on, John.
It's the worst sound you can hear is that.
But Darrell, you're right. Before that last restart with 35 to go, the crew chief, the owner, the spotter looked at the...
Harvick slides up in front of traffic.
Cars upside down, cars everywhere.
Come on.
And turn 4 is Calamity Corner once again. The field is frozen. Jeff Gordon came across with Stewart and Johnson side by side and folded between turns 3 and 4.
Because something happened to Greg Biffle, the 16 car that triggered all this.
I believe, watch it, see if it's Harvick's car. Oh, no, it's the 22 car.
Scott Wimmer.
Look at him just spinning around. He got up on his nose and come back down on his wheels. Boy, that 04 turn, she's mean, boys.
Watch the 22 of Scott Wimmer, the yellow car, take a wild ride here.
What started at Greg Biffle came down in the 10, or the 10 went up to Greg Biffle. They got together anyhow.
The luckiest man there was Rusty Wallace. Got a little tap, but kept on going.
Now watch Wimmer. Over once, twice, 3 on his nose, 4, wham.
Huge.
So initial contact, the 10 and the 16, right there.
Looked like Biffle in the 16 actually came down in the Scott Riggs in the 10. And Darrell, when you're flipping like that, it probably seems like eternity, don't it?
Oh, listen, I I can't tell you what it does to you. You just pray that when you stop that you can remember what happened.
I think Scott Wimmer will remember this one for a long time. Pit stops. Not everybody's in. Stewart.
And we got trouble already on the restart here. Mike Skinner in the 23, Travis Quaffle in the 77, and they're spinning out through the grass. Caution is out again.
John Andretti just piled into Mike Skinner hard.
How in the world did that happen?
Well, Darrell, either somebody missed a gear or somebody's motor coughed. Now that's Skinner's car. Andretti's looks worse.
I was just thinking Skinner was 10th. He was running 10th, having a great run.
Just out of frame. There we are.
Oh, Skinner gets into the back of Ryan Newman,
who hits
him
Carl
into
Edwards.
Carl Edwards, and then here comes Travis Quaffle. It's just a chain reaction. It's no different than if you're on the highway and somebody in front of you started to go. It's kind of like sitting at a stoplight. Start to go and then stop before you have a chance to stop.
It almost looks like it started up there at about Kurt Busch, the 97, or Jimmy Johnson in the 48. They just started getting into each other.
Even Dale Jr.'s lagging back. There's a huge gap between Dale Jr. and Jeff Gordon.
And Mark Martin squeaks through once again, as does Rusty Wallace.
Rusty's been so lucky the last 2 times, and the mark was in. Up against the rev limiter there.
Casey Kane.
He got hit from behind.
Let's watch from Dale Jarrett.
Clear by 3 on Sterling. Clear by the gun spinner. Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low.
He got the 9.
All clear, all clear. Everything.
It starts way up just behind Dale Jr. right there, and just everything accordions to the back where you just don't have any more room.
When you're back in the pack, you really can't see around the car in front of you. You're just anticipating what the start's going to be, and then the spotter says go, and if you happen to go and the guy in front of you doesn't, this is what happens.
The later in the race, the more you try to anticipate.
You got to have a good restart here. That's all you'll hear from your spotter.
From our cable cam.
They'll get on you constantly, the crew chief and the spotter will. Now look, you've been lagging back a little on these restarts. Let's get up here. It's the last one. Let's get going. And this is what can happen.
And what's a shame, Travis Quaffle in the 77, Mike Skinner in the 23. They've overcome a lot of problems today.